We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now he's free up the left sideline. Off to the races.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Carson, he finds his man, complete. That's Barton. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
To throw on 3rd down, Carson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Cooper. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Carson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields, 83 yards. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Carson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Taken down at the 42. The Packers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. At the 44-yard line.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Israel Abanikanda, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Chicago.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Bears 14, Packers 3.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. Here we go. First down, Bears.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields going to change things up here. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have... He only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Paid for this?
What are we doing?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 42. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cooper, and he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. There's a nice move. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Slot man moves right.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's make a play here. You can score, fellas.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Carson. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd down, Cooper. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, it's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake. Carson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Fields. Complete here. It's high. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Chicago.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cooper, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. With it is Brown. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Play action. It's Fields. Completes this one to Starks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big gainer, 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Israel Abanikanda. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
They'll try the left side. It's Parker. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 6 yards away.
And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go, boys! We got this!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground.
It's Cooper. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. The throw taken in by Sims. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a run break, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A carry here for the big tight end. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It's Jervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Carson looking downfield for Godwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bears, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
now.